through yesterday and continuing today, 25 declared candidates for presidency of Somalia are addressing parliament ahead of a vote on Monday. It is part of a UN-backed transition plan to establish the first central government in the war-torn country since 1991. Each candidate for president is given 20 minutes to talk to the lawmakers. Already, there are accusations of bribery and corruption. The security environment in Somalia has improved in recent months following the success of the African Union forces against the militant group Al-Shabaab. It is 14:30 GMT in London, 9:30 AM in New York, 2:30 PM in Nigeria, wherever in the world you may be. Today is Saturday, September 8, 2012. Welcome to Sahara TV. My name is Adeola Fayehun. As of this morning in Nigerian police force, the Nigerian police force is providing 24-hour protection of mobile telephone masks across northern Nigeria. This follows the attacks on 9 telecommunication installations across the north by the Boko Haram Islamic sect. The sect claimed that phone companies are helping security agents to monitor their members. Major telecommunication companies in Nigeria have threatened to withdraw their operations in the north if nothing was done to protect their installations. This is happening on the same week that the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, told the Boko Haram group that enough is enough. The ACF, made up of governors and traditional rulers in the north, had urged the Boko Haram group to put away their arms and embrace dialogue with the government. In response, Boko Haram vowed to escalate attacks in a gun battle with Joint Task Force, the JTF, in Maiduguri on Friday. 7 members of the Boko Haram group were killed and another 13 were arrested. Meanwhile, in Germany, a health condition has led to the hospitalization of the Nigerian First Lady, Mrs. Patience Jonathan. After an initial denial, the presidency has acknowledged that the First Lady was indisposed. Initial reports suggested that she was airlifted to Germany due to food poisoning. The media claimed that the First Lady suffered from ruptured appendicitis. The health of the first couple is a sensitive topic in Nigeria because of previous deaths in Aso Rock by serving presidents or their wives. The Nigerian government this week reinstated the license of Dana Airline barely 3 months after its plane crashed in Lagos, killing 159 people. The government said that this is done after a rigorous investigation of the airline technical and operational state, that they are satisfied with the airline and its airworthy. Now, by lifting the ban, the airline is again free to resume commercial flights in Nigeria. In a related story, the owner of the troubled Air Nigeria airline, Mr. Jimoh Ibrahim, has shut down the airline and sacked over 500 workers. This move has left scores of passengers of the airline stranded in London and Nigeria because the airline did not provide alternative plans. Sacked workers of the airline stormed the streets of Lagos in protest. Also this week, protesters stormed the premises of the Central Bank of Nigeria to protest the planned introduction of the 5,000 naira note tagged Occupy Central Bank of Nigeria. The protesters demanded a stop of the plan, charging that it will devalue naira and encourage corruption. At a cost of over 40 billion naira, protesters asked the government to concentrate on tackling the myriad of serious problems confronting the country. Opposition to the 5,000 naira note has continued to increase, even as the central bank has foreclosed any ongoing back on the plan. The governor of the central bank, Mr. Lamido Sanusi, insisted that the plan will complement the federal government's cashless policy. It will curb inflation and improve the quality of banknotes. Now this week, former President Olusegun Obasanjo came out against the plan. He said that the introduction of the 5,000 naira note would kill production and affect small businesses in a negative way. On a hot topic today, we will interview Dino Melaye. He organized the Occupy CBN protest. Mr. Melaye would explain to us and our viewers what course of action is left for his group in light of government's determination to go ahead with the policy despite widespread opposition by Nigerians. Now, could this group sustain the protests? What would happen if they fail? On our roundtable today, we will discuss some of these issues and many more with Mr. Alex Kaba, who is the publisher and editor-in-chief of African Abroad newspaper. Also joining us at the roundtable is Mr. Ovi Opodu. Mr. Opodu is an environmental scientist and a political analyst based in Chicago. Today, they will tackle the wider implications of the First Lady's hospitalization. As usual, we will take your Skype calls on this and other issues concerning Nigeria and Africa. Our question of the day is, will the introduction of the 5,000 Naira note encourage corruption? Now join us when we take your calls on this and other topics. We will also read some of your Facebook comments on this question. Now on our highlight segment, we will explore what could have caused the First Lady's health scare with Dr. Benjamin Nwosu. Dr. Benjamin Nwosu, an assistant professor of pediatrics at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, will analyze for us the implication of depending on foreign hospitals for far away from home to treat Nigeria political office holders and moneyed elites. Dr. Nwosu, who is an attending endocrinologist at the medical school, will also offer solutions to the endemic healthcare delivery in Nigeria. Now, as expected, we will bring to you our regulars, Keeping It Real with Adeola and Dr. Damage's show. In her 40th episode of Keeping It Real, find out how Nigerian First Lady is faring in a German hospital and how you can send your get well messages to her. Adeola also brings you a sneak peek at the Nigerian Entertainment Awards night held here in New York City. Meanwhile, in his 56th episode, Dr. Damages interviews the spokesman of the president, Dr. Ruben Abati, on the health of the First Lady and other sundry matters. He also updates you on what is at stake for Africa on the ongoing presidential election. You don't want to miss out our regulars. Now stay with us for more fun and information. Follow us on Twitter at Sahara TV1 with the hashtag Sahara TV, and we are also on Facebook at Sahara TV. Now we will be right back. We'll leave you now with the video of Nigerians protesting at the Central Bank of Nigeria office in Abuja.